Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and to those of you who are new here, welcome as well. Today we're going to look at what are you manifesting at the moment, what is going to happen, what are some past influences that are still affecting this situation, also what are your challenges and blockages, and also we're going to ask for more guidance about what can you do in order to bring those manifestations towards you. So at the moment I divided the cards in 3 different piles. So I want to invite you to take a moment and to really connect with the cards. And you will really feel deep down in your heart which one is the right pile for you. So just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and try to connect with your heart space, and you will feel guided and pulled towards the one that is meant for you. Hi there, Pile One. We're going to look at your cards right now. So let's have a look and see what are you currently manifesting. So we're going to start with the first card. So I can see already that you are manifesting something very positive because we have the sun. There is a lot of optimism in the situation that you're trying to focus on and to bring into your life. So that's really, really good news. It's kind of like, there are so many flowers just blossoming towards you, as we can also see in the card. So this is very, very positive energy that is approaching you, and there is a lot of positivity in this situation that you are manifesting. Also, we're going to look at some past influences for the situation. So I believe in the past you experienced something, maybe some delays in the communication that was coming towards you. Maybe you were experiencing certain, frustrations I'm hearing. Maybe you could have felt stuck in a certain stage, and you could have felt like, things are not really sprouting and blossoming. I'm just having a vision, because I also channel through my visions, of this just bulb just coming to life slowly, but not really, So kind of in a baby stage. So whatever you're asking about and whatever you're focusing on for this manifestation, I do believe that in the past something frustrating happened for you. So also this caused a lot of delays. Maybe you've been waiting for this for a long time, but I just want to see also in the near future what is going to happen. But anyway, I believe that these delays are now over because we have the sun. So there is a lot of positive energy entering into your life, which is really exciting. So in the near future, you might have to deal with a woman. If that's the case, maybe there is a woman involved in this situation. Maybe this can mean you could be working with someone who can be a bit sharp-tongued. So maybe they're very straightforward. They could be, they just say things straight. So you could be dealing with that. Or if this doesn't apply for you, this card, the Queen of Swords, can also represent you, and it can also mean that, you're going to speak your truth in a situation, you're going to just come forward and, say things sharp. the way you want them to be. And I'm kind of having a vision, and I'm hearing, just someone like speaking their truth. You're gonna be like, okay, I want this. So this works for me, this doesn't work for me. This is fine, this is not fine. This makes me happy, this doesn't make me happy. But also in the near future, I do want to emphasize that the Queen of Swords, it tells me a story about a person who knows what they want. So I do see you in a very empowered position of kind of also saying what you want to the people around you, but also to the universe. So you need to keep in mind that whatever we focus our attention and energy towards is basically what we attract in our life, right? So the Queen of Swords tells me that you're kind of gonna be in this position, like, just standing your ground and kind of being, towards the people around you, but also towards the universe. Okay, this is what I want. I want to achieve this. I want to manifest this. This is what I want in my home life, in my relationship, in my work life, whatever you're, thinking about, whatever the situation might be. I do see you standing fully your ground in this situation, but also kind of being sharp tongued. So let's say maybe in the past, if we've been afraid, I'm just being guided to say this. Maybe for some of you, things could have also been delayed, or maybe I'm just hearing something that something should have been said a long time ago, but now in the near future, I do see you actually taking action for this and really speaking your truth. So maybe something was, kind of, I'm having a vision of something being hidden at the bottom of your deck. So kind of like, a person just keeping their mouth shut. Maybe you didn't feel like you can speak your truth. Maybe you were afraid to say something to not upset certain people. So this was definitely happening for some of you. Maybe it doesn't apply for everyone, as this is a collective reading, but definitely I do see you standing your ground, which is great. So you go slay! So now let's look at the challenges. So for the challenges, we have the Two of Swords. So also with the moon, I love the symbolism in this card. Actually, so let me just move them a little bit because we have two more cards coming. So with the Two of Swords, your challenge and blockage is that you can't really see the future. So you see how we have, can you see it? Yes, you can. You see how we have this person with their eyes tied, and they don't know like in which direction they should go. Also, she's surrounded by water, so I do believe that this uncertainty is making you feel like, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what's happening. Also, it could be a lot triggering for many of you. Also, with the moon symbolism in this card, I can also tell you that, the moon is strongly connected to an energy of having things hidden. So also, it's also connected, and I do feel channeled to say this. Maybe it's a message for someone. Maybe something happened at nighttime for some of you as well, that could be linked to this situation. Or maybe you're just, spending time overthinking this situation at nighttime. I believe that this could be your challenge, because we do have it in a challenge and blockage part of the spread. So definitely I would say that 1,000,000% you're feeling that you don't know where you're going. For some of you, you might also need to make a decision. I also want to mention that your major blockage is that you are spending a lot of time in your head. As you can see, we have a lot of swords energy, which are connected to our mental area. So it's kind of like, you're overthinking and thinking and thinking, and you don't know. Everything is like, I want to say this for a lot of you, because with the sun in the present moment, you might feel that a lot of things could happen in your reality and in the external world, but actually it's happening more in your internal world, like in your mind, guys. So with the Two of Swords, also for some of you, you might need to make a decision. Also, the way we have the card, with the feet in two different directions, it's clear that you don't really know which way to go. So let's pull a few more cards. In terms of advice and keys to success, we have the Ace of Swords. So guys, I don't know what's happening here, but in this reading we have so many swords. It's crazy. So with the Ace of Swords, okay, let me just move them one more time. I'm sorry guys, I'm a bit OCD sometimes. So with the Ace of Swords, I want to say that in order for you to overcome this situation and this blockage and this challenge, whatever is challenging you in this situation, that you are unable to see the future, I do want to say that you will find the mental clarity and ability in order to move forward. So with the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like, there is a new energy coming towards you, which is basically someone, really being able to see things for what they are. You will have the mental ability and capacity to see things for what they are, for the truth as well. But also, you know what I was saying about the Queen of Swords, which is, coming in the near future, and the Ace of Swords, you're literally holding a sword in your hand. So maybe for some of you, in the past, you could have felt like, you don't have the strength to also either speak your truth or to take action. Oh, I'm sorry guys if you hear any voices, it's my neighbors. I think they're being a bit loud, but we will ignore them. I want to say that, maybe you didn't have the courage to really stand your ground, to speak your truth. Maybe you felt a bit scared also for this manifestation. We're gonna see a bit deeper in details, but I do feel that for some of you guys, you might be trying to attract something very positive in your life, but maybe you're scared of it, maybe in your subconscious mind, and maybe deep down in your, you know, like at the back of your mind, maybe you're not even aware of this energy. I do feel that maybe this could be something that is scary for you. Okay, so I want to see the outcome. So this is your last card from the tarot deck, which you have chosen. So we have the Three of Cups, which is such a beautiful card. And I love that we have this here. So with the Three of Cups, it's genuinely saying, you're finally gonna achieve a point of celebration. You're gonna be very, very happy. You might also celebrate with family, I'm hearing, also with friends. So this doesn't need to be, let's say that maybe if you're working on a project that is taking a very long time, this is a reading for the near future. So the celebration doesn't necessarily need to mean that, this project is gonna achieve completion right now, because for some of you guys it might be taking time. But what I would like to highlight in this reading is that you will achieve the freedom and also celebrate once you have this mental clarity, um, once you will be able to stand your ground, to speak your truth, I do believe that also this is going to trigger some new energy coming in this situation, but also it's going to trigger a celebration. So maybe you're gonna be super, super happy that, you're finally able to see things for what they are. You're able to see the truth, you're able to stand your ground, and this is a really like liberating feeling. So I do want to highlight this. So now I just want to pull a few more cards to see in the near future what is going to happen. So near future, because I'm very curious, with the Queen of Swords, I just want to have a bit more clarity. So, oh my God, we have the tree, which is basically talking about stability. You also have number 5 and number 7, so maybe this is relevant for some of you guys. And we also have the butterfly as a symbolism. So number 5 talks a lot about changes and exactly what I was saying earlier with the Ace of Swords. I do feel that a certain change is going to happen in your mentality, in your mental level. Because we have the 5, we have the butterfly also. So also maybe you were just going to get the courage to really, to really speak your truth, to really say something to someone, to really stand your ground. So this is going to be very, very interesting for you because you're gonna feel very. Sorry, I'm just trying to channel in the same time. With the tree over here, I want to say you will feel very strong as well. You will feel empowered, and you will feel kind of like a rush of excitement as well. So that's really nice. And also being stable. Sorry, guys, it's my Alexa. She's getting triggered. I want to say that you will kind of feel strong and grounded, and you're gonna feel like nothing is going to defeat you. So that type of feeling that I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm going forward, I'm gonna say what I want to say, I'm gonna be super straightforward. For some of you, I don't know, this just keeps coming through me. So this is very nice, and I do believe that whatever energy is coming towards you and whatever energy you will be able to achieve with this change and overcoming this energy of not being able to see what is going to happen, um, I want to say that also it's going to cause an internal change within you. Also, I want to say that, we are unable to see the future. It's not, it's not ideal to sit and wonder and be scared about, what is going to happen. It's always very, very good to just have faith in the universe. Of course, it's hard. I'm not saying it's not hard, but it's really good if you can do something that will relax you, that will help you to increase your faith in the universe as well, because you need to know that the universe always has your back. Things are always working out for your highest good, and even if things go south, sometimes there is a higher purpose. There is something that you need to learn. There is an important lesson. So things go south only when you need to learn something very important. Even though it might be scary, to fully surrender, you're strongly being guided to do that. So I want to have a look more at the challenges. So what else do you need to know in terms of these blockages, what you are experiencing? Okay, we have the dog. So with the dog over here, I do believe that a challenge and a blockage that you might experience is in terms of loyalty. So, in for those of you who are focusing on your love life in this reading, I want to say that maybe it's hard to trust someone. It's very hard to really have faith like in a relationship, in a connection, in a person. Maybe they've done something in the past that hurt you. Um, but other than that, for those of you who are focusing on this in a career perspective, or I don't know, it can be a personal project, it can be anything, not even romantic connections. So maybe it's a friendship. I do want to say that your challenge and blockage has to do something with loyalty. So maybe that's why you feel that you cannot really see what's going to happen, and maybe you're just scared about that. Also, for some of you, it can mean that you're very dedicated to your goals and to pursue certain things. Um, so the dog to me talks about a person who is fully devoted to their dreams, to their career, to their vision, to their projects. Really, it can be anything. So I do think that that is your um, biggest challenge. And I want to say that with the dog over here, it can also talk about faith. So maybe having faith in a certain situation. So definitely, I want to encourage you to release this fear, to really disconnect a bit from the situation, because it's also not good to stay very, very focused on a certain situation for too long and to kind of, to kind of be in this energy. You also need to let it go so it can manifest better into your life. I want to have a look at keys to success and advice. So, what is going to be helpful for you now in order to overcome this? So, we have the roads. So, with this card, I do want to say 1,000,000% you need to release certain things, you need to release certain scenarios. Um, you kind of need to clear the air. Maybe you need to clear the air with a person. But there are some things, some blockages, some old energies from your past that are kind of still standing in the way of your manifestation. So, in order for you to achieve success, you just need to release these things. Um, and you kind of need to, I'm hearing forgive. So, maybe you need to forgive something from the past, um, that is still, influencing you in the present moment. So I just want to pull a few more cards for you. I want to have a look at what other advice do your guides and the angels have for you in this situation. So, in order for you to manifest your dreams, and to achieve what you want, what else do you need to know? Oh my god, guys, we have success! This is such a beautiful card. So, it's kind of telling me that, you need to really you need to have faith because you will 1,000,000% achieve success. Also with the celebration card. So to me, it's just saying, in order for you to achieve success, you need to believe that you will have success. So you need to have faith. Um, you need to believe in your dreams. You need to believe that it's possible. You need to also, you don't know unless you try. That's what I'm hearing. So just be optimistic and focus on the best possible outcome for you. if you know, I have this beautiful saying coming to me. It's saying like, basically, if you don't dare to dream, how else are you going to achieve it? So it's like, if you cannot see yourself doing something, how do you want to do it if you cannot even imagine it? You know? So try to imagine the best possible outcome. Try to imagine yourself achieving success, being happy, doing the thing you love, being in the relationship that makes you happy, having the best work life, having the best, I don't know, friendship with someone without certain issues. Um, just try to focus on positive things. Okay? So now I want to pull one more card for challenges and what can help you bring this manifestation closer to you. So I have some beautiful cards that I really want to. Okay, so we have the card Mother. So it's saying that most grow up experiencing a relationship with a mother figure by and from birth or otherwise. This relationship is hugely important, part of your blueprint for relating to your own feelings and thoughts in adulthood, all of which you bring with or without awareness into your relationships. And it's guiding you, you know, it's saying, look at certain aspects of this relationship when growing up. Did you feel heard? Was she calm or quick to anger? Did you feel loved, respected? How nurtured did you feel physically, emotionally, and intellectually? She might have been quick to anger, but you also felt loved. She might have been calm with you, but also felt rejected. Try to find out what your own mother's own childhood was like, and how this affected her parenting. Lastly, how does your idea of a mother differ from your idea of a father? And what expectations do you potentially carry that do not extend to him? So, this is very interesting because we do have a Queen of Swords over here, and we do have this card that is, one second, the Two of Swords that is fully, you know, unable to see anything in the future. So maybe for your challenge and for your keys to success, for some of you guys, maybe you could be highly influenced by your mother or a mother figure in your life. So that can mean, then that can be one meaning. Um, Also, for some of you guys, I want to say maybe the way you've been raised by your mother, or yeah, by your mother. Sorry, I'm just trying to channel it in the best way possible. The way you've been raised, maybe you didn't allow yourself to feel certain emotions, you didn't allow yourself to be nurtured, to be taken care of, to be loved, and maybe in this certain manifestation that you want to bring towards you, maybe you feel in a certain way, maybe you could be hard on yourself. Um, Sorry, guys, maybe your mother growing up could have been unpredictable, and this made you feel very worried about, you know, what is going to happen. Um, but this definitely talks to me about, okay, at the bottom of the deck, we also have sensitivity. So I'm not going to read everything to you. Oh, wait, you can't even see it. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to manage. Okay. So you also have sensitivity in terms of feelings. So I'm gonna leave it here so you can see it. But this talks to me about basically, wait, sorry guys, I'm just trying to focus. Is it focusing? Sorry, guys. Okay, I think it's fine. So, this also talks to me about having a challenge to allow yourself to be sensitive, to allow yourself to feel certain emotions. So, definitely, you're being guided to really tap into your emotions. Maybe you buried certain emotions in the past. Um, So definitely you are being guided to connect to your sensitive side, to your nurturing side, but to also nurture yourself through the process. I'll just give you an example. Maybe you feel very tired one day, um, but you want to, I don't know, you want to spend more time in your relationship, or you want to put more energy into a project that you're working on, and maybe you're being tough on yourself, but these cards are kind of saying, you're allowed to be sensitive, you're allowed to have these emotions, and just because someone in your family is the way they are, and even in my personal situation with my mother, I'll share this with you guys. So she's always in fight or flight, she's this type of person. I always need to do something. I cannot just relax. I cannot nurture my feelings. I don't allow myself to feel anything. I'm so strong and very masculine energy. But I'm telling you, this is also what I tell myself, so maybe it helps you. Um, you don't need to be like them. You are allowed to feel whatever you feel. Number one. Number two, you're allowed to be sensitive. You are allowed to rest. You're allowed to have a break. So just because somebody is the way they are, it doesn't mean that you need to be the way they are. Everyone is different. Your emotions are different. Your triggers are different. You grew up in a different environment than your parents or your mother. Um, so you're allowed to feel these things. So I believe that this is coming in terms of advice and how to bring this manifestation closer. You are just being guided to be kind to yourself, to be nurturing to yourself, to also have a break if you need to. If you need to spend time alone, do that as well. You're strongly encouraged to do that. So it talks about, also allowing yourself to really feel certain things, but also to have a break, to do certain things that you need to do. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Um, I love how it's coming from me today. It's very beautifully channeled, and I just want to pull one more card. So let's have a look. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to drink some water. Trying to stay hydrated as well. So I just want to pull one more card as final guidance for you. So this is a very, very, very beautiful deck. It's called the Lightworker Oracle. So it's just, with all my Oracle decks and all my card decks in general, they just, they seem to come to you at the right time on your journey. So I really connected with this one in such a beautiful way, and I really want to pull a card for you because I find it very, very, very helpful. So let's see what the cards have to say. So, okay, so we have reassurance of the golden light. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I also love the artwork. So I'm gonna put it here. So with this card, I want to say that it's kind of talking to me about being reassured that things are moving in the right direction for you. Um, Also that, the universe is on your side, as you can see. Wait, I'm gonna show you again. So we have so much light, we have so much, like so much energy at like behind you, kind of like supporting you, guiding you on your journey. So I'm hearing it's safe to trust, it's safe to surrender. So this is a gift from the universe that talks about reassurance. So this card is a very beautiful card because it does mean that it is a sign of hope. And I'm hearing, your guides want you to know that everything in your life is going to work out perfectly. So even though you might not have visibility towards a situation and how this is going to end up, um, this is going to be, resolved by the divine, but you just need to have faith. You need to really believe that things are going to be um, resolved. So I just want to say a few more things about this card. I want to say maybe for some of you guys, maybe sometimes you feel connected to golden light. Maybe you like to spend time in the sun. Maybe you feel a certain connection to the energy of the sun. So also for some of you guys, you could really be struggling with this blockage that you cannot see fully the future. But I do want to say that it is talking to me about really having hope for the future. You have a celebration, you have success coming towards you in the present moment. You have, oh wait, you have the sun and you have the golden light. So definitely I feel that for a lot of you guys, you do feel strongly connected to the energy of the sun. And you will achieve what you want to achieve in your work, relationship, maybe a certain project, maybe it's a resolution with somebody. It can be anything, but it's very, very beautiful. I want to say this, it's very beautiful to do this reading today for you. And as a last guidance, I'm being guided to say that sometimes whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel that you need guidance, or whenever you feel that you're in the dark, you're being guided to visualize yourself surrounded by golden light and to say, out loud or in your head, just say, I call upon the golden light from the universe to surround me right now. Please protect me. Please guide me. Please help me cleanse anything that no longer serves me. Whatever you feel like saying, it will work for you because it is coming from the heart of the universe. So I will end it here, guys. Thank you for joining my reading today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you soon. Hi there, Pile 2. Thank you for being with me here today. We're going to look at your cards. So I will start with the present moment. So as a first card, we have the star. So this is telling me that, the universe is on your side. Things are going exactly according to plan. Things are, manifesting and happening exactly as they should be. If certain things could be going south, you don't need to be worried about this because I'm hearing the universe is recalibrating. So I do feel that in this situation, maybe you could be experiencing certain changes, but this is only because you are being guided towards your purpose, your highest good. A situation is going towards the highest good as well. So whatever you could be experiencing right now, you could also be feeling a bit emotional. Um, you could be dreaming about stability, about a new beginning as well, or not necessarily a new beginning for all of you. Maybe you're just dreaming about a certain fresh energy to enter into a situation. Maybe you're hoping for a change. Um, but I do feel that for a lot of you guys, maybe you still need to overcome certain obstacles that are in a situation. So I want to have a look at past influences. So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So in this one, it's very interesting because, if we're talking about if we are talking about this in a love perspective, you could have been dealing with a third party situation. I know maybe you don't even want to think about it right now, but I do have to talk about it. Maybe you were dealing with a person who was cheating on you, and talking to other people, and maybe, you could have felt like I'm hearing a storm was really disturbing you, and that feeling after the star talks to me about, after a storm just happened, that feeling of, you suffered so much and you just went through hell and back, but now you just feel like there is nothing to suffer for anymore. Does that make sense? Maybe it's not for everyone again, but it talks to me about this certain feeling, like the calm after the storm, if that makes sense. So in this Three of Pentacles energy, I feel like, a person maybe didn't treat you well. They were involving other people in your connection, which is not nice. Also, in the past, I do feel that for a lot of you, maybe you haven't learned something from past mistakes. Maybe this was a recurring pattern for some of you guys. But also, I don't want to talk only about love because this is for everyone. It's a collective reading. So if it is in a love perspective, you can take it like this. If it is in a work perspective, or if you're working on a certain project, I want to say that, maybe there are certain things that kept repeating and repeating. I'm hearing structure. Maybe they kept repeating for you because of lack of structure. Maybe something doesn't work in the company that you are in at the moment, or in your company, or with the people that you work with. But something just doesn't work, There is also maybe a lack of commitment that you've experienced in the past. So this can also be applicable in the situation. You could have also felt a lack of motivation, a lack of commitment, actually being committed to your goals as well. But also it can apply as a lack of teamwork. So maybe you are working with some people that you don't necessarily resonate with, and that's okay, but maybe this was something that you have experienced in the past, and maybe this really affected you and influenced you. So, and maybe this is why you felt like kind of like a storm is surrounding you, and maybe that's why in the present moment you could just be feeling, like, oh, like so many things happened, now I've been through hell. Maybe you also suffered because of this lack of teamwork, or maybe you didn't feel as motivated, but definitely there is an energy over here that troubled you in the past. And in the present moment, I do feel that you are more calm, more helpful, hopeful, for this certain situation. But you're definitely still feeling certain things from this past Three of Pentacles reversed. So we're going to look at the near future. So your next card is the Nine of Wands, which talks about, it talks to me about a person who wants to give up. Maybe you want to give up on something. Maybe you've invested a lot of energy in a situation. But it tells you that, even though you want to give up and you feel like, you're kind of like approaching a dead end for a situation, I feel that deep down in your heart, you're gonna feel that, I still have hope for this situation. I do see a person being, kind of in front of a situation and being like, okay, but I'm so close to success. I invested so much time and energy and effort in this situation. So maybe right now, even though I feel like I'm hearing at the end of my powers, even though I feel like this, I'm not gonna give up just now. So I do feel that for a lot of you guys, in any situation that you're dealing with, I do feel that you might experience this type of energy, and you might experience that, you want to give up. But ultimately, I do think that for some of you guys, you could be changing your mind and kind of realizing, I've invested so much in this situation, maybe like right now it's not the best time to move on. So for your next card, we have the Four of Cups. So in this situation, again, if it's in a work perspective, what I was saying earlier, maybe a challenge for some of you guys, you could be dealing with something repetitive, something that doesn't engage you anymore. It's something that you're kind of like rejecting already. Maybe deep down in your heart, you do feel that, it's kind of like time for you to move on. It also talks about being bored, so maybe you're bored in your career. But this is also applicable in a relationship. So maybe you're seeing, a person who really hurt you in the past, who's unwilling to change. Maybe you just kind of feel like, you dedicated so much energy and effort towards this situation, but ultimately the challenge is that, it's like you're kind of rejecting something already. So I do feel that as a channel message, I want to say that whenever we feel like we reject a situation, and I'm seeing exactly this, like we have in the card, whenever we feel this way, it is because we already know deep down in our heart that, it's time for us to move on towards something better. Maybe something really didn't work for you in the past. And maybe it's time to make a change, So this is a challenge that you have in this situation, but I do feel that a lot of you guys do feel that it's kind of time to, to push something away. And this is a blockage as well. So maybe you're afraid to take the next step towards your manifestation. Whatever you want to bring into your life, maybe a current situation just doesn't align anymore. And I just want to tell you, that's okay. if it doesn't align with your energy, you see the bottle, like my water bottle just popped right now, so that's okay. This is kind of like your guides being like, yes, it's okay. Um, so you do have one more card because when I was shuffling, yeah, when I was shuffling, there was one more card that fell. So you also have the Four of Wands. So you have double four over here. So I also want to say with 4 you have a guardian angel that's around you. So maybe they just want to come through right now. And they just want to say, that they're guiding you and protecting you to make the best decision for your highest good. Um, and if we look at the Four of Wands, I want to say that a challenge and a blockage that you have, the Four of Wands talks about being happy, feeling blessed, feeling stability, being with your family. It's a very homey vibe as well. For some of you guys, feeling at home in a situation. Um, Feeling like you've achieved a certain stage of happiness and blessings after investing a lot of time in a situation. But in this type of scenario, because it does talk about a challenge that you have, it's telling me that you just don't feel happy anymore. Exactly what I was saying in this card. I wanted to channel the guidance from this card first and then see what the next card was. I just felt guided this way, but you're definitely unhappy in a situation, and you just don't feel like, you could be feeling like, this is just not, it's not aligned with what I want in the future. And I'm gonna say it again, that's okay. You probably outgrew a certain situation, and that's a positive sign of growth for you, you know? And I think that's it. So I want to see in terms of advice and keys towards success, um, what you're being guided to do. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a very interesting reading, guys. And I want to pull the last, no, okay, we will do it like this. So I will channel for this card and then I'm gonna pull the last card. So for the Page of Pentacles, it tells me that in order for you to move forward and to bring a certain manifestation in your life, maybe you're dreaming about having something, maybe you want to have a better job, a better salary, a better relationship, maybe you want to move countries, maybe you want to do something in particular. In order for you to achieve this and to bring your manifestation to life, this card tells me that you really need to grab an opportunity with both hands and go ahead and do it. And you really need to take advantage of a situation. Also, the Page of Pentacles is connected to the Earth energy, so this is something that is going to lead and guide you towards building something for the long run, something that will bring you more stability. So as an outcome and as a last card, what you're currently manifesting is an ending. So we have the Death card. So don't worry, nobody's dying, but we do have the ending of a chapter. Okay, just move them a bit so you can see all of them. We can have space to pull a few more cards for guidance. Okay, so you can see the Death card, you can see all the cards. Okay. Okay, so with the Death card and with all the other cards, I want to say that, this is definitely guiding you towards the ending of a chapter, of a certain chapter. So I do believe that, with the Page of Pentacles, you are clearly guided to take advantage of an opportunity, to make a change in your life. Um, you're guided to move into a new chapter, to move into something that will bring you more happiness. And I'm hearing don't be afraid. So definitely don't be afraid to make this change in your life. Okay? So now I just want to pull a few more cards for you guys. So I want to see the near future, what is going to happen. So for the near future, we have a crossroad. Wow. So I do believe a lot of you guys, you might feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation. You could be feeling like you need to make a decision. So I think this is coming up for you in the very near future. And I'm hearing, take your time to really digest, but don't be afraid to make this change in your life. So I do believe that a certain situation reached, its cycle, and it's time for you to implement a change. So I think that's all for the near future. And you will feel like, I want to give up, I want to focus on something else. You might still push through a bit because maybe you will take a bit of time to think about it. But ultimately, it's the way it's being manifested. Also, by the way, guys, so if you do want to change a certain outcome for a situation, you have the power to do so, but this reading is based on your current energy, what you're manifesting at the moment. So I don't want to tell you, something is going to end if you don't want it to end necessarily. I'm telling you what is being manifested based on your energy and based on the guidance that I'm also receiving. But I also want to tell you, although I read cards, I'm a spiritual person, I've been on my spiritual journey for many years, I do want to tell you that you should never, ever, ever give your power away to the cards that you see and to tarot readings or this kind of stuff, because it doesn't work like that. So the cards are also a reflection of your own energy. So always remember that. And if you're not happy, with this outcome necessarily, if you can still change it, you can do that. In certain cases, yeah, of course, we can see the future, we can see that something is going to end, we can advise, this is not good for you, la 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 la. But in certain cases, even for me, I've experienced people saying, okay, this is going to end, but then I changed my perception, I changed what I wanted, and I was able to manifest something that I really wanted. So I basically changed the outcome of a situation. So if this doesn't resonate with you right now, again, it's based on your own energy. This is what your current energy is going towards. Okay, guys? So now I want to look at other challenges that you might have in this situation. So let me just move this beautiful rose quartz. So we have the rider. So with the rider, a challenge that you have in this situation is that basically you want things to progress, you want things to move forward, you want something new to enter your life. And also, it's so funny, 1 second. It's so funny because in this card we have, wait, can you see it? Can you, wait, let me try to, sorry guys, I just got this camera and I don't know how to, okay. So we have number 1, which talks about a new beginning, a new chapter, a new energy coming towards you. But we also have number 9, and number 9 is linked to the ending of something, to the release of something, which is strongly connected to your death card. So Your challenge is that things are not progressing, um, things are not changing, no matter how much you try to change them and how much energy you put in a certain situation. Things are not changing. So, this is another challenge that you have. And I want to pull one more card for your advice and what can you do in order to bring your manifestation and what you want deep down in your reality. So, what are you being advised to do? So, we have the child, which is a very interesting card because it talks to me about maybe some of you have children, but I feel like wait, this one is a hard one. I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you have children, and in order for a situation to progress and to reach its ultimate potential, you should also focus on your kids. So you can achieve whatever manifestation you want, but also I'm hearing focus on your kids. So that's number one. Number two, with the child card, I want to say that things could be taking time to develop. You're also being guided to live in the present moment. Okay, guys. So with the child card, also I want to say that it talks about the innocence and the fresh energy of a certain project or a certain thing that you want to bring into your life. And it's strongly linked to the rider card as well, because it talks about, fresh energy coming into a situation. But in terms of advice and keys to success in this situation, you are being guided to, yeah, of course, grab an opportunity with both hands, jump in, take advantage of a situation, but also you are being advised to not be dependent on something. So don't be dependent on a person, a certain company, and also don't make yourself small. So, with the child card. So, don't make yourself small in a certain situation just because, I don't know, because you're scared to move forward with the situation. Okay, guys? So, I also want to pull one more card for advice. So, one second. And also, I'm hearing transition. So, you are in a transition. We also have the listen to your intuition card. So, this basically is guiding you to trust your intuition, to trust your gut feeling, trust that you need to make a change, that you need to grab an opportunity, that you need to listen to that gut feeling that sometimes it's annoying, within you, in order to move things towards what you want to achieve. So this is basically your guidance in order to attract your manifestation and to bring what you want into your life. And I would just like to pull two more cards for you, so, and to see exactly what you need to know. So we have, oh my god, we have change. We have life is full of change and therefore loss. Self-exploration facilitates an opportunity for internal change and the potential loss of previous ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. This can bring relief if those previous ways brought pain and difficulty, but it can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. Confronting belief systems carried since childhood can feel like stripping away layers of protection, even if they are potentially more harmful than helpful. How do you relate to change? Do you move quickly from one thing to another without looking back, or do you take time to reflect and feel your way through? Um, do you carry fear around change? There is an inevitability, sorry guys, to change. That can feel scary, but by inviting loss and grief as guides rather than enemies and hope as a faithful companion, we can create a relationship with change that facilitates truly authentic new beginnings. So, this reading to me is a very important reading. You have a lot of changes coming towards you. You could also be feeling lost. We have loss over here. So, definitely, if you're scared to make this change, don't be. We also have, I want to show you at the bottom of the deck, we also have conflict. So, I'm not gonna read to you because it's long, but I do feel that you could be experiencing a conflict with a person or with people in your workplace, or it can also be an internal conflict. Okay, I'm gonna put it here so you can see it. And this is talking to me about the crossroad that is coming towards you as an energy. So now I just want to pull. I want to pull one more card for you, and I want to have a look. I want to have a look to see what exactly is going to be helpful for you at this point in your journey. Okay, let's have a look. Wow. So we have Master Healing number 33. I want to say that maybe some of you guys feel very connected spiritually as well. Maybe you pray to certain ascended masters as well. And this beautiful card talks to me about, being able to heal the past. So, in order for you to experience a brighter future. And I absolutely love how we have the universe on this card and how we have the star over here. So I want to tell you, the universe is really on your side and you are truly being guided towards achieving something beautiful for yourself. But you do need to be clear about what you want. You need to also make some changes from your part, right? So we can also hope and dream about certain things to happen, but translating this card talks to me about maybe you're experiencing pain from a past situation, but also I'm hearing you need to put in the effort to navigate these emotions and to release this from your energy, because this will help you to bring in the new. So when you release something old that no longer serves you, I always give this example, and I always tell my family, my friends, it's kind of like you have a room full of boxes, and it's so cluttered. And sorry, those are my neighbors. Can you please ignore them? So, this room is so crowded and it's overflowing with so many things. And it's like you want to bring in a new beautiful box, which is your manifestation, right? Um, but when you open this room, it's like, there's no space to put this new and beautiful box. So what do you need to do? You need to take the old boxes and you need to throw away things that no longer serve you, right? So I also want to say that with this card, with Master Healing, um, it's strongly connected to a loving guide and to the Ascended Master Serapis Bey, which basically is coming towards you right now with a blessing to support you in your healing um, on your divine path. But also, I want to say that Serapis Bey as a guide, I don't know if you have ever heard about him or even worked with him in the past. Um, even if you haven't, that's okay. I just want to channel a message for this reading. Basically, he works a lot with us on our path and our life journey, and he supports us to navigate those dark moments, those dark night of the soul moments, those fears, but also those dark experiences that maybe sometimes we don't really want to tap into. So, okay, we have some guidance coming through, some additional guidance. I feel that for a lot of you who are watching this reading right now, it might be very difficult for you to tap into certain emotions and experiences from your past because they were very painful for you. And just thinking about them and tapping into that energy, it brings you a lot of pain. But you are being guided to basically just take it slow. Try to just, do it day by day or whenever you feel called to do this type of work. But I am hearing you have to navigate a storm sometimes in order to reach a clear blue sky. So that applies to your past experiences. It applies to whatever you experienced in the past that really, hurt you and affected you. So you are fully being guided and supported. You have the universe on your side. I will show you once again, because this is a very strong message. So whenever I have double cards, which are basically saying the same thing, this is a very important message for you guys. So you do have the universe on your side. And also with the book and this card, which I didn't mention, you do have a lot of lessons to learn from a past situation. Okay? So in order for you to move towards your manifestation, you need to also learn certain things. You need to look at your past experiences with, love. Also, you need to navigate them, you need to release them, and you need to learn from them. Because only when you reach in this point and when you start working with the old energies, then the new is gonna start coming towards you. So thank you guys for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you soon, and I love you all. Hi there, Pile Free. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to have a look at your cards now, and we're going to see what are you manifesting at the moment and any guidance that is for your highest good, and any blockages that you might experience. So let's dive deep into it. I'm gonna start with the first card. So in the present moment, we have the Strength. Which is definitely telling me that you could be dealing with a situation that is making you feel, a bit defeated, a bit like you're really struggling to push forward. It could be very difficult for you to find your inner strength as well. and whatever might have happened in the past is definitely still affecting you in the present moment. I want to have a look at the past influences. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this does tell me that maybe you have experienced some, you know, maybe it's a certain lack in an area of your life. And it's also telling me about something that, you've been putting so much effort into it, you've been working really hard, and maybe you could be feeling or you could have felt in the past that you're not achieving the success that you want to achieve. So this also applies in a relationship, maybe in a love relationship or a relationship with other people. It does tell me that whatever happened in the past, you just feel like, you're being kind of taken advantage of. And it's really gotten to you, even in the present moment, you could be feeling like, um, what's really happening, like what's wrong with me, that's what I'm hearing. But also, for example, it can also indicate a lack of independence. So maybe if you are in a relationship with someone, you could be feeling like you don't have any independence in this relationship. Or maybe in your work as well, maybe you work for a company or you have your own business, but it's just a feeling like, I'm not fully independent at the moment. Also, maybe I don't have the stability and security that I would like to have. So this could be definitely making you feel like, it's difficult to find your inner strength in the present moment. So in the basically in the near future, I want to tell you that we have another card, which is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords tells me that you could be dealing with a person in your love life, friendship, maybe even family, whatever you're focusing your energy towards in this reading, in terms of manifesting something that you truly want. This King of Swords, you could be dealing with a person that is quite, sharp tongued, like they just say things very straight, they don't hold back. Maybe this is you as well. Maybe if you're not dealing with a person who is like this, also maybe even if you're a woman, this card tells me that you could be stepping into your more masculine energy in the near future. And really, saying things as they are, saying what you think, having the intellectual ability to really express yourself, and not holding back anymore. So I do feel that in the present moment you are gathering your strength in order to move into this beautiful energy of, you know, kind of being, straightforward and direct and saying things as they are. Um, if you are dealing with a person who is a bit difficult, maybe they could also come across as rude or, very cold towards you. I'm hearing don't take it personal because this is how they are. So, if you are dealing with this person, just saying, sorry, I'm finding it very hard to express what I'm hearing. Sorry, guys. If you are dealing with this person, you are being guided to communicate with them and to also express how you feel. So I feel that this is a very important message for someone, because you do need to kind of come forward, you need to express your emotions, you need to express how you feel. Maybe if you are in a relationship with a person like this, maybe you feel certain things, maybe you feel restricted or you felt restricted in the past. Um, but definitely you need to express yourself. So now if we move into the challenges that you have, we have the moon card, which talks about having certain illusions, having certain situations, not being able to see them for what they are fully. It talks about some hidden information as well. So maybe in this certain manifestation that you want to bring, there is an element of certain things that maybe you cannot see at the moment, um, certain things that could be hidden as well. But in certain cases, I do have to say it, maybe it is a certain illusion. So this can mean, dreaming about something more than you can actually have, or you know if it applies in a relationship, and let's say you're with a person who doesn't want a relation, okay, no, wait, situationship, and you're with this person who doesn't want to have a relationship, it can mean, dreaming about something more um, than what is really happening in the reality. So I do believe that this is just an example, by the way, guys. So if you are feeling this way, or maybe even in your work, there is a certain challenging energy that is really triggering you, and it's also very difficult for you um, to navigate this, because you want to bring something into your life, but you have a blockage because you cannot see things fully clear at the moment. So this can mean, not, it can mean in terms of timing, it can really mean anything. So this is definitely a blockage that you have, but I'm gonna clarify it further. So just have a bit of patience with me. So in order for you to achieve the success that you wish for, and to reach the manifestation that you want to reach, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which talks about still putting in some work, in a relationship, in a work situation, in a project. But the challenge for you, I believe that these cards are connected. Um, I do think that you cannot see clearly the full picture yet, because there is still some work to be done in this situation, relationship, partnership. Maybe you have your own business, maybe you want to achieve something, but you cannot really see at the moment. And I do believe that's why we have the moon card and the illusions and hidden things in a challenging position in this card. So I'm not saying you're delusional, I'm saying certain things are not visible yet, because things are still unfolding due to you still putting in the work in a situation. So in order for you to um, achieve your manifestation, you are being advised to continue to work for this, to dedicate your time, your resources, but also I'm hearing higher learning. So maybe there is an element of still learning something in this situation. So maybe you still need to do a course, maybe you need to I'm hearing internship, maybe you need to do an internship, maybe you need to do something like this in order for you to still go towards your manifestation. So In terms of the outcome, we have the Lover's card, which is really beautiful. Um, so the Lover's card talks to me about a soulmate connection. It talks to me about a partnership, maybe a certain contract that is coming towards you, but it's definitely an agreement between you and someone else. If this is in a work or career situation, um, it is a partnership that will bring you a lot of harmony. So this is very positive, but you still need to put in the work and you need to be patient. Even if you don't have the full picture yet for a certain situation. In a love perspective, for some of you, in order for you to reach the manifestation that you're praying for and visualizing, you are being advised to still put in the work in a connection. Even if you cannot see, where things are going with this person, even if things are hidden, with the moon card, I do feel strongly that you still need to spend time together. You need to see each other. You need to spend time with each other in order for this to move into a deeper commitment or into a different type of energy that you want to manifest into your life. So this is definitely being manifested. So this commitment and this partnership or whatever it is, it's gonna resonate differently for everyone. This is definitely coming towards you, and in order for you to achieve this, you need to go through these stages that I mentioned. So I do want to pull a few more cards. So I want to see what is going to happen in the near future with this King of Swords energy and masculine energy. What is it talking about? So I have a falling card. We have the crossroad. So this is so interesting because we had it in a previous file as well. So I do feel like saying, if you did feel guided towards a certain pile, maybe it's because it's a similar energy of making a decision. So with the King of Swords, I feel that for some of you, you need to make a decision with a person, a masculine figure in your life that's a bit, sharp tongue and like super, like, cut through, and maybe he comes across as rude sometimes and, very cold. So for some of you, it's this, but for some of you, I feel that you have to make a decision in terms of how do you approach this manifestation and what is exactly that you're doing in terms of moving closer to this manifestation. So this can mean you being in a more masculine and firm energy and really speaking your truth. So this crossroad could also be talking about this. So I do feel that based on your current energy, this is what you are manifesting at the moment. And I want to clarify the moon card, please. So let's have a look. What is being hidden over here for pile 3? What is it that you don't see as a challenge or blockage? Okay, Amoa. Oh, amazing. We have the storks. I couldn't even say. So we have the storks, which talk about a new beginning. So I definitely feel that for a lot of you guys, the biggest challenge is that you cannot see what's going to happen in this new beginning. Maybe it's a new relationship, maybe it's an old relationship that you have and it's just a different kind of chapter. Maybe it's something new happening at work. And I do want to say that, from the beginning of the reading, I just feel a bit because I'm also an empath, so I do feel the energy of the reading. I do feel that you are in an energy of being anxious. And I feel that, if you look at the previous piles that I've read for, the way I'm talking in this one is so different compared to the other ones because the energy is different. So I want to tell you that I'm finding it difficult to read this one because I feel that I'm tapping into your energy, and I do feel that a lot of you guys could be feeling anxious about this situation, about not knowing, about not having the full picture in a situation, about a new beginning, or about something new that is coming towards you. So I definitely want to say that. Okay, and I'm hearing don't be scared, so definitely don't be scared. In terms of advice and keys towards success and bringing this manifestation to life, what are you being guided to do apart from still putting in the work in this situation? So we have the key, which is number 33. So this is very beautiful. So in order for you to go closer to this manifestation, you are being guided to put in the work, but also how you can achieve it. You will find the right way to achieve it, and the right key that will bring you closer to your manifestation. So I do want to say that whatever you could be dealing with, there is something that maybe you don't see at the moment with the moon card. And there is a solution that maybe you don't see, but you will see it, and you need to find it in order for you to move forward towards this contract, partnership, relationship, marriage. It can really be anything, so it's gonna be different for everyone. And I want to pull a few more cards of guidance for you. So what else are you being advised to do? One second, guys. So what else do you need to know in order to achieve this manifestation? So we have improving health. So I want to say that definitely this is a card of healing. So I think you still need to do some healing that's connected to a situation from the past. And I do feel that maybe for some of you guys, you could be with the Nine of Pentacles. You could be also feeling, and with the Strength card as well, you could be feeling like, you're tired, you cannot move forward, you can feel very depleted, if that makes sense. So this is going to resonate very differently for everyone. But definitely you do need to prioritize your healing as well. So now I just want to pull one more card. I want to see what else do you need to know. What other advice do your guides have? Also, by the way, guys, I don't have a lot of battery on my camera, so I really hope it's gonna last for as long as possible. But if this dies, I'm gonna try my best to record it again. But we still have one line, so we're still going. So let's see. What other advice do we have? So we have childhood friendships. So it's saying as we get older and our world widens, new relationships like those with teachers, friends, and siblings heavily influence our continued emotional development. Look back at your childhood friendships. Did you feel included among your peers at school? And in your community, how do you think your home situation impacted how you're related to friends, peers, and teachers? You may not have had many friends as a child, but did you have a best friend who you still remember? And how do you think this friendship influenced you and how you connect with people now? And it's saying after childhood friendships can offer a positive contrast to a difficult home life, or they can strengthen the positive or indeed negative values you bring with you from home. How do you think your childhood friendships shape your interactions with the world as an adult? So, this is very beautiful. So, I'm gonna put it over here. Um, so, I do want to say that your guides and the angels are definitely guiding you to look at your childhood friendships. Maybe you need to speak with a childhood friend. I feel that this is a very important message for someone. Um, Also, I feel that maybe a certain person in your life is very influential for you. Um, Someone that you've known from childhood as well. And I feel that they could be a very positive influence for you. So I definitely want to say that you are being guided to get in contact with them. I do feel that this will be very, very helpful. And I want to pull two more cards for you. So let's just have a look. So, what is something additional that pile 3 needs to know? So, we have meditation brings answers. So, I feel that a lot of you guys are being guided um, to just dive deep within. So, definitely you should spend some time in meditation and reflecting on certain situations in your life. I feel that in order for you to achieve your manifestation, meditating with your guides and the angels is definitely going to help you. And I'm hearing also it's going to calm down an overactive mind. So if you do experience a lot of overthinking sometimes, this will definitely help you to bring a bit more clarity in a situation and also to tap in and check in with yourself. So now I just want to pull one more card for you. This is a very beautiful deck that I purchased recently, so um, I just want to see what other guidance do we have for pile 3. What else is going to help them on their journey? So let's have a look. So we have the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. So let me just put this card over here. So this is your final guidance, and I want to say that maybe you are being guided to have a certain ritual, to do certain meditation practices, and it does make sense with the meditation over here. So you're definitely being guided to kind of have a routine in your life, to maybe start your morning with affirmations, meditations. You could be also feeling guided to work with transforming energies from the past, also to kind of release and transform any energies that don't serve you anymore from the past. So I believe that a lot of you could be feeling already pulled towards a certain practice that will help you feel more liberated. Um, so it can also be, if you don't meditate, this can also mean, it can also mean maybe uh, praying for higher guidance, praying for healing, but I do want to say that this is going to also help you feel more aligned with yourself, but also to bring you more stability and more guidance in this situation that you are experiencing.